As we all are and aware that the title of this book is Virgin Barrels, written by our own and only amiable World Soyinka of your generation. Can you put your hands together for him? He has done well. The date of this publication, or the year of publication, is 2002 or 2022. This novel has 12 chapters and 188 pages. The themes of the novel. The major theme of this novel is tragedy. We have poverty, we have hatred, we have love, we have what we call silence tool or silence theme called social message. We have prostitution, we have murder, to mention but a few. The style, the written style now, the author used what we call narrative. And the strong characters in this novel are Soshima, Regina, Imela, Umere, Caroline, Uncle Edmond, Akim. Let me start here with the theme, poverty. The whole book is talking about a young lady, very beautiful, brilliant, talented young girl, being given back by Regina and what I will tell you later on, Mr. Brown or Dr. Brown. Poverty pushed her deep, but she wants to curse and then break the cycle of the poverty on her own. Definitely, there is limitation on it. It is a long story, but indeed, Soshima finally break through and get into the university. But here, a lot of things happen. But before then, she has passed through hard labor. She escaped trap of rapes in different dimension and different form. Rape has been reigned over her. She was able to escape. She also has feeling because there is pressure for her to get married. But she was not able to do that for reason known to her. Because according to Soshima, she has no love in her dictionary. But remember, she was a graduate of a Starlight High School in a village called Omach, Ubuchi. It all started because the principal refused her to complete her own WAEC fee of just 1,500 naira. After being as a talented student, won a lot of trophy for the school, but she refused to help her. That notwithstanding, she was able to meet with one man, or engineer Yusuf, that accorded her and gave her a free gift of 2,000 naira. Can you put your hands together? That is not enough. And the tragedy, I want to talk much about that, because when Soshima finally finds herself in the university, because of that mentality in her to become a medical doctor, she was very brilliant, doing very well. But on this story, their father abandoned her with her mother, with 3 siblings, because there are 4, and traveled out of the state. But unknowingly to him, he was in Lagos, in the University of Lagos. So Shima got admission into University of Lagos. Young girl that don't know anything, she's naive. Mr. Brown knew her in a tactical form. It was going to be in this note that I'm going to give you all the female students what we call the rapist terms or languages. Mr. Brown began to narrate and kept on asking her some technical questions that he will not have background. She explained all that she could. But the moment you had a lecturer or a teacher begin to question you or begin to ask you, where are you staying from, or where are you coming from, with whom are you staying? And when he further says, when he said, sir, I'm leaving, and when the man says, please don't call me sir, call me Mr. Dan, it means it's a red flag, okay? He said you should not call him by his name. You should call him by his name, not sir. That person is a suspect. Is that clear? So, a lot of things is happening in our university today. Indeed. Now, so Shima agreed with him, having given her a letter of appointments like 2-3 times, but the last one was the one that tripled my troubles. Without knowing that whatever he is doing or he was trying to do at that particular moment, he was doing it with his own biological daughter. To cut the story or the long story short, Mr. Brown, or Dr. Brown as I call him, Leo Soshima break her through, and she was pregnant for him. It's a taboo in an Igbo land. Now, let me come back to hatred. And here we are going to get where we have the title of the story, Virgin Virus. In hatred that also lead to the murder of Mr. or Uncle Edmond. So Shima was 17 and her sister Imere, which she was the last born, she is 13 years. Mr. or Uncle Edmond raped her, having in the other time attempted to rape Soshima. And this time around, he succeeded in raping her younger sister. That really triggered an anger in Soshima's and then leads to the murder of her uncle. That's what leads to Soshima to landed in prison. Prostitution. Remember, Soshima has a friend called Carol. They were all in university. Carol decided that she will take a part and leave the university cycle, and up she go for prostitution. That is the case. Indeed, there is love. Soshima has never loved someone but Akim. She loved Akim, but Akim has never taught her a word. And it's not good for a lady to meet a man and tell him that I love you directly. Now, the style, like I said, is narration. For lack of time, it's a narrative style. And for recommendation, I like to recommend this book to all students in tertiary institution, in secondary school level, and also for the lovers of novel. I would love also to rate this book or this novel as a 5-star. Can you put your hands together? 5-star means excellence. Excellent.